When Amanda slid those divorce papers across the kitchen table, she wore a smirk that could have frozen fire. We weren't in a lawyer's office or some fancy restaurant. Just our kitchen, the same place where I had once proposed over takeout and laughter. "You can't win, Daniel," she said, tapping the papers with her perfectly manicured nails. "Just sign. Let me take the house. You'll save yourself the humiliation." My chest burned with silent fury, but I didn't let it show. She wanted me to look broken, the man she could control, manipulate, and discard after years of loyalty. But she didn't know one thing. I already knew everything. The affair, the lies, the secret bank transfers. And tonight, I was done playing the fool. Amanda had been seeing her business partner, a smug investment consultant named Kyle. I had known for weeks, maybe months, but I stayed quiet, gathering proof. She thought she was clever, sneaking away for late-night meetings, returning home scented with expensive cologne and guilt. The final straw was the night I followed her to that luxury hotel. From the car, I watched her enter the lobby hand in hand with him, laughing. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed her to believe she had the upper hand. I needed her arrogance to rise high enough to fall to truly hurt. So when she said, "Sign and let me take the house," I smiled faintly, pretending to hesitate. "You're right," I said softly. "You deserve it." For a moment, her smirk faltered. She hadn't expected it to be that easy. "You're not going to fight?" she asked, suspicion and delight mingling in her tone. I shook my head. "No, Amanda. I want you to have everything you think you deserve." What she didn't know was that the house, the stunning 5-bedroom property she loved showing off, was no longer in our names. A month before that conversation, I had quietly transferred ownership to my sister through a legal trust. My lawyer, an old college friend, made it airtight. Amanda, of course, had no clue. She never read the fine print, too focused on appearances, too busy playing a successful woman while living off my hard work. When she said she'd take the house, she was talking about a property she no longer legally owned. I simply nodded and played along. That night, she celebrated with her lover, convinced she had finally won. 2 days later, she returned with her lawyer, a sharp, designer-suited man who looked more like a model than an attorney. "Mr. Grant," he began, "Amanda is willing to let you keep your car and part of your savings if you sign today." I leaned back, a smirk on my face. "Generous," I said. Amanda crossed her legs, grinning. "I told you, Daniel. Just make it easy for both of us." I turned to her, my voice calm but cutting. "Amanda, do you even know who owns this house?" Her frown deepened, confusion clear in her eyes. "I do, obviously." That's when I slid the folder across the table. The property deed with my sister's name on it. Her face went pale. "What is this?" she demanded. Her lawyer flipped through the papers, confidence fading into concern. This can't be right." I smiled. "Oh, it's right. You see, Amanda, I learned from you. Never leave important things in someone else's hands. You wanted a house, but it's no longer mine to give. Maybe you should ask my sister if she's feeling generous." Her voice shook as she rose. "You can't do this to me." I met her eyes. I already did. Chaos followed. She yelled, cursed, threatened to expose me, whatever that meant. Her lawyer tried to calm her, but the truth was already out. The secret bank account she had opened was closed. The credit card she'd maxed out behind my back canceled. And Kyle, her lover, ghosted her the moment he realized she no longer had a house or a steady income. Her new life collapsed before it even began. 2 weeks later, she showed up at my sister's apartment, tears streaming, begging to talk. I met her outside, arms crossed. "What do you want, Amanda?" She sobbed. "I made a mistake. I thought he loved me." I said nothing. I just looked at her, the broken version of the woman who once mocked me for not being ambitious enough. Now she stood with nothing but regret. "Please," she whispered, "can we try again?" I smiled, quietly, sadly. "You had everything once, and you traded it for a cheap thrill." She sank to her knees, crying, muttering about everything she'd lost. I didn't gloat. I didn't add cruelty. I simply said the words that ended it all. "No, Amanda, You didn't lose everything. You threw it away. Then I walked back inside, leaving her sobbing on the porch. That night, for the first time in months, I slept peacefully. No guilt, no second-guessing, just quiet satisfaction. Months later, I heard she'd moved into a small apartment across town, working a low-level office job. The same woman who once bragged about marrying up. Sometimes life restores balance on its own. All I did was stop fighting for someone who was never on my side. When she said, "You can't win," she was right. But that was only because I wasn't playing her game anymore. And that's why I ended up winning everything that truly mattered.